Oh, what's up, y'all? J Based Phoenix here, and we back with dreams. I had a good day off. I was chilling. Uh, we back. We back. Oh man, I don't have gum up here. I'm looking. I lost my second pack of gum, man. I don't know where that went. Man, gum is hard to come by these days. No, it's not. Yeah, I don't know where my gum went. We're at 39 out of 40. Yes, mother, we are. Um, So shout outs to Joe G89. I thought Joe already followed me. I'm pretty sure he did, but shout outs to Joe and Westman, my guy, for following. We are 11 people away from being officially being what's the word? Twitch affiliated. Officially affiliated. Official affiliation. Away from official affiliation. Nice indeed. Nice indeed. Okay, we're gonna. Oh, we got. Okay, so we uploaded the Strive one. I think we have one more complete one to go to upload. We're gonna upload that, and we're gonna get back to. We're gonna get back to. Wow, this is number two in adventure. Nobody's reading it though. I don't know how. Oh, out of seven. Oh, adventure. That's why. Oh man. Hang on. Can I edit the adventure? Oh boy. Oh boy. Let me see if I can change. Should be able to change that. Evidential. Wow. I can't believe I didn't catch that before. Can I not edit this? It's a site where you can just, I guess, post your stories. I've been posting the short stories here because I don't plan on telling the short stories. I just kind of write those for fun. Those are the ones we write on stream. So, can I not change adventure? Let's go back. I can't believe this whole time I'm like, oh shoot, this is climbing the ranks, but why is it not um why is it not being read? Well, that's because there's a typo in the there's there's a typo. Report this story. Why would I want to report my story? It doesn't look like I can change it because I'll read plus my library reading list. Okay, this reminds me of follower. What's follower? Gonna download it? I don't want to download follower. Chrome extension to gain followers on Twitter through taste. Are you talking about Tumblr? 'Cause this looks like a bad site. Gain followers on Twitter. This is like a cheat. Misspelled it and GB caught it. Are you misspelling things too? Um. So we're just let's just do a new story and hope we can get the tags right at least. Okay, I think above all was the last one. Uh, uh, the word follower base. Oh, when who did I write it? Somebody, yeah, I think I wrote it. Like one of my first streams, I did that. Yeah, I remember that. It was it was here the whole time. Yeah, yep, I know what you're talking about. It was on the thing, the that the, yep thing. All right, we are going to upload the short story, the last short story we have, and then we're going to continue writing the one we are close to finishing the beats for. We're just figuring out how, in which order the conqueror is going to meet his four horsewomen. Short stories origin. It's this one. I really need to change the name of that other one. The other one is just cringy scenes I used to write. Yeah, this is. I'm gonna just give y'all a little insight as to how I used to write. So back in sophomore year of college, when I started to take my writing a little more seriously, this is how I started to write Seismic Story. Like the action and asterisks, and then it was kind of like a play. There was more dialogue than anything. Um, and you can see this is the reason Seismic's origin is so long um, in the book, first book. Okay, I'm gonna change this to, what did I just say I'd name this? Old scenes. I don't want that before origin. Uh, oh, I got another audition. Nate. I kind of want to listen to Nate on stream, but I don't want to like put him out there in case it's not the greatest, and I don't want to give a live reaction to that. Let's just do scenes. Okay. Sargonics. Above all was the last one. Do I need this open? Why is this open? Yeah. On the side and on the arc version. Am I too close? Add cover. Library it is. Okay, good. Hang on 1 second. I'm so sorry. All right. We gotta get his ready. Should I even? I'm not. I'm not. Does this one work? Oh, is it because it's squished? Because being sideways doesn't make sense in the slightest. Nope. Okay, cancel. Let me cancel that. Okay, let's try this again. Don't know why I was doing it sideways. The originals or the ways in the folder is not sideways. Okay, I guess we're gonna have a sideways picture then. Because let's see. Let me see what happens when I open the actual image file. Are you sideways? Are you sideways? You are not sideways. So why are you sideways? Origin. He's in my face again. The side. Art. Who else was in this? I know all of the executioners were. Where is it? Actually, I don't need that open. I close it from here. Yes, I can. Oh, I might have just opened it back up. Darn it. Malos is kind of in it. I don't think his name is mentioned. I'm gonna just do Malos and then the executioners. Manipulation, temptation. Let's do obliteration. It doesn't matter where these actually in termination, annihilation. Okay, that's the main characters. It's just really all the characters in the story. Action, adventure, not adventure. What? I didn't pick that, did I? Action, adventure, violence, alien, science, fantasy, science fiction. I really don't know. Superhero, that one. Yeah, the superhero, supernatural. I didn't do science fiction. Gods, dragons, demigods. Demi Lovato. Why is she a what? Um, I really don't. Genocide. General side? Oh, it's because the mouse is there. That's messing me up. I don't want to say it's adventure. Let's just say action. Primary audience 18 to 25. Language English. Alright. Picture on. Description. What kind of description? This man's short story of a tortured individual. Tortured yet unkillable. I'm spelling unkillable, right? Yet immortal. Let's just say individual that is released from his shackles. just leave it at that. Next. Error has occurred again. This open. What else do we have open that we don't need open? Oh, did I create a new? I didn't mean to do that. What goes as this alien racist superpower, whatever now. Probably gonna need it again, but for now we don't need it. There's another part, right? We publish. Oh, story notes. Here we go. Scissor. Key. Attributes. Well, I'm not gonna fill those out because they're non. They're all human attributes. So, unlikable. Abilities. Mind and logic. Precise of making. Serious. No change. Ultimate goal. To rid the universe of his people and find purpose. Physical. Find, change themselves, their surroundings, explore themselves, explore their emotions, explore their world. Familiar world, unfamiliar. Or past, recall the past. Recall. Appreciate the current meaning, find a new meaning. Something away from the there's no antagonist really, so I'm gonna leave that blank. What happens at the end of the story? Decide does find new purpose. Testing other beings. That other beings in their in strength. Reach the goal, yes. However, good. Yes, all. Logline prophecy is not. Prophecy does not equal accuracy. Except when it does. Story is complete. Publish. Not missing anything, right? It's not loading. Oh, is it because of this? Am I missing something? Save my story. Save. Find. Everything is filled out, bro. Unless it's not. Oh, that's why. Really? Alright, that one's up. I think that's the last one for a little while we're gonna have. Um, sorry. So that's that. Say 6 works now, right? Or not. Alright. So let's get back. Nope, that's another thing. Let's get back to the short story. Take the God Killer beats. And I think we're gonna start writing today too. Close out of that. Didn't mean to open this. Oh, I already had that open twice. Didn't realize that. Okay, let's change everything. So we named all the gods he's gonna kill. And I think we were figuring. Oh, just a second. No, I'm trying. Figuring out the order that he meets his 4 horsewomen before he goes off into his life and starts conquering. Meets Volga first, meets Raleigh last. They all band together. Band or band? Just they come together at the end and begin conquering civilizations like a loving family. Even though they are far from that. Things to add, Seals from the Gondo, we already added that. Oh, I don't even need this, that's just the placeholder thing. Okay, we did this, get rid of that. Begins, did that. This too. Characters to add, yeah, we added all of them actually, so we don't need that either. Alright, so I didn't realize I was so close to being finished with writing the beats, so we're just gonna start this short story. Right, and I said I was gonna write it from his perspective, point of view. Okay. The last one left. Either I had killed or one of the others had killed everyone involved up until this point. Up to this point. We were both running low on energy. Fight the other. No, he was running low on energy to fight me. Yet my perfectly crafted, perfectly sculpted, perfectly crafted genes allowed me to continue without withering. Oh, I did that. I wrote that twice. Allowed me to continue without withering. Oh, those are the birds. Um, hmm. Oh wait, writing. I forgot again. We're writing on this one. So you gotta move this one over. Put that right there. All right. Now you can see. I mean, the beats aren't as important to read, but I'm still at the first beat, so that's dope. My perfectly crafted genes allowed me to continue without withering. One of his eyes was swollen shut. His shoulder dislocated. Shoulder out of its socket, and blood pouring from his forehead. This forehead, right? Yeah. Blood pouring from his forehead. I think we should also, we're gonna move all superpowers over here because I gotta remember how, besides maybe the Nebula Fist, how he can finish off each of these. Well, his last opponent, and then the gods when he gets to them. I don't know why I'm doing that. I can just do this. Okay, Nebula Fist. Already know about that. Gravitation manipulation, energy negation, power detection, telekinesis, godlike strength. Then just kind of the works after that. Okay. So he has telekinesis. He doesn't really use his telekinesis like that. He mainly resort to his Nebula Fist. Um, he has fun with the gravitation manipulation though, so blood pouring from his forehead. I resorted to my go-to technique. Oh no, you know what? You know what? He's not gonna have. I forget, and I should have made it this way in the first place. I think that was the original plan, but I forgot. His Nebula Fist is given to him. That's like his gift from this pantheon of gods. His Nebula Fists are given to him, and then he gives them to someone else later down the line. I'm not gonna spoil who that is. Um, so we're gonna have at this point he only has gravitation manipulation, and then everything past this point because of his genetic makeup. But the Nebula Fists are given to him. So that's his gift. Resorted to my go-to technique, my go-to ability, gravitational manipulation. Dropping a lot of frames. How? How? I don't have that many tabs open, do I? Oh my god, yes I do. Yes I do. Okay. We're gonna close out a Wattpad for now because we kind of don't need it for a little while until we finish this next one. That's open, and all of these are open. That's freaking fast. Um, wonder how Nate sounds. What I don't get is some of the auditions they send me is some of the auditions they send me are, it's not the full thing I sent them. Like, they made it where they decided themselves how much they wanted to read. Like, not how this works, fam. Not how this works. But sure, okay, if you didn't have the time to do it, that's fine. Go ahead. Um, close out of that too. Did I already open the thing for time? Hang on, I'm sorry. Yeah, I did. Okay. So I'm closing out. I'm just closing out some of the tabs that I don't need. All right. And let me look up the applications of gravity. I don't want them to just like, boom, now you're flying. Boom, now you're super heavy. Um, Gravitational. Jesus Christ. Here we go. Nope. Stop. Undo. Undo. All right. Fundamental forces. Adaptation. Increase move gravity, flight, up force, pyrokinetic flight, extreme strength and agility. Right, he can release things from a white hole. I didn't know that was a thing. He can manipulate his own gravitation manipulation too. So it makes him even stronger than he already is. I completely forgot. Increase gravity, wormhole, um, downforce, crushing, gravity field, mobility. Yeah, keeps him stable. Um, Unity, gyro, telekinesis, techniques, black hole, compressibility, expandability, and all right, kind of get it. I kind of get it. So I'm gonna have him do like some OP stuff right now. First, I increased the no, it'd be I decreased the gravity thrust on me on this planet to simulate more speed and strength. And I'm taking time to write this a little bit because I'm trying to get into his mind and how he speaks. I don't think I've written maybe a few lines of dialogue for him before, but it was kind of generic dialogue. But then again, he's a mustache twirling villain, so I just want him to speak a little proper. So these are his thoughts. Simulate more speed and strength than my body already allowed me. Then next, I increased the gravity around him, around my opponent. Opponent. So he was. So he would be able to dodge my facts. Finally, I set myself in motion at a speed that cracked the ground beneath my bare feet. I want to say they're on like a concrete planet of some sort. Not concrete planet, but just like a bare rock planet. So let's describe it a little bit here. Finally, I set myself in motion at a speed that cracked the not rocky ground. What's another term for rocky? Let's use a thesaurus for that. The jagged ground, maybe. Rocky, jagged, uh, bouldered. I like jagged. To simulate that his feet are like kind of vulnerable because they're bare. So, um, that cracked the jagged, rocky. Let's add rocky to it. Jagged, rocky ground beneath my bare feet. My opponent was helpless to watch as I dashed before his face and swung with great and intense strength. And in the split second where in the split second before my right fist connected to his beaten face, I removed gravity. I removed the gravity that I had originally increased around him to send him halfway across the planet. Halfway across the planet. As soon as his body was sent into motion, I sped, dashed closely behind it to follow it to its landing point. Its body skated and skated across uh, the skated across the surface of the planet, twisting and mangling before finally. Forgive me, this is not the speed I normally write at. Again, this is because I'm trying to get into his mind. Normally, when I'm writing from my perspective as the third person omnipotent narrator. So, um, and I'm trying to write in his tone of voice, his his voice, his tone of his speech, tone of voice, trying to talk like him. Twisting and mangling before finally, I'll say, I stopped as well alongside it to examine the damages and check to make sure my opponent still was out of the tournament, and my cautiousness would be more than rewarded when I turned his body over to see that his that he had been decapitated by the initial blow I gave him. His blood pooled around his body as if we're dropping frames again. Why? I closed out of all the tabs. No, I didn't. We still got a lot of tabs open, but ain't no YouTube or nothing running. No, ain't no YouTube tabs open. Blood pooled around his body as if it wanted to jump back in. But the battle was won. I had won. I patiently waited my prize. The 8 gods appeared before me, larger than any creature I had seen up until this point. This wasn't, let's say, um, this was not my first meeting with them, but I never got used to seeing all powerful beings that kept themselves at such a height. Um, we're good so far. We have no dialogue whatsoever, so I always think that's a plus when starting a story. Hold off on dialogue as much as I can before, unless the dialogue is like the hook, then something else. So sorry. We know his abilities. He just showcased one of them and how overpowered one of them is. Um, Maybe we should include some of the gravitational applications to the to his thing. Decrease, negate, not negate. Decrease, remove gravity. to speed to increase speed, strength, simulate flight. Let's say to simulate flight or increase speed slash strength. What else? Increase gravity. To create black holes. Actually, let's put these in another thing. Simulate. Increase speed. Increase. So I want them like in like a list, kind of. Sometimes we get deeper and deeper into the deeper and deeper into the power set. Increase gravity. Sorry, hang on. Increase strength. Create white holes. Increase gravity. Mobility. Black holes. So if he can increase gravity and increase his own speed and strength, that means he can do that to others as well, like his teammates. That's a good application to it. Okay. Back here. I gotta remember the guy's names. Set the height. They each appeared from their own pocket dimensions where they resided in their own paradises. They had raised all of us as tests to see who could be the dominant hybrid species. So that's just a little more backstory to it. I just made that up on the spot. I'll raise all of us as tests so you could be the dominant hybrid species. I am the cross between the immortal race and the seed race. The reason for being so dominant over my brothers and sisters is due to what each ability of both of my races allowed me to accomplish. The immortal side of me. Do I need the alien races document again? Probably. Let's add, so we're gonna add his physiology at the end here. I completely forgot to include his physiology. immortal physiology, and that just entails immortality. Um, excuse me. Um, and what's the seed physiology? What did I say that was? Damage consumption, powerful transformation. I completely forgot about that. That's, wait, let me see. Seed. Oh, Arita's a seed? I made her a seed? I don't remember making her a seed. Okay, let's add that here. Um, seed physiology. Damage consumption. Okay. I think that's good. So, based on his physiology, I completely forgot he's going to have a second form at some point. I don't know when he's going to use it. He's probably not going to use it in the story. Nobody's ever had him on the ropes like that, especially not in this tournament. The immortal side of me, granted mortality, the seed side of me, granted me damage consumption, meaning I'm able to absorb damage and use it to increase every fiber of my being so long as I come back completely healed from the damage that was dealt. However, what gave me the biggest edge was the combination of both, granting me abilities that could not, that made me unbeatable. I'm gonna say indefeatable. I don't think that's the word. Such as godlike regeneration and invulnerability. Um, he has a slew of other powers, as you can see, but you just gotta mention those to just get on with the story. I'm just explaining why he was able to do what he could just do. Along with gravitational. I don't know what it has to do with combining immortality with damage consumption, but sure, along with gravitational manipulation. Um, Gods, the pantheon of the eight smiled down upon me, light flashing from each. Yet I felt nothing towards their warmth. I was ready for the reward. I was promised. Congratulations. Congratulations. Monologue. You have bested your brothers and sisters in the tournament to test the strength, test the best possible hybrid species. The lead god, which one should be the lead god? I want to say Pride. The lead god? Maybe Ardor. Ardor is kind of similar to Arrow though, and Arrow's like the lead god of his thing, so I kind of don't want that. From variation, and balance. I want to say Pride. Let's do Pride. Lead god of Pride. Gaul spoke. Is that? Oh, sure, said whatever. Do you have anything you'd like to say to us or your fallen fallen siblings? Where is my reward? God's smiles vanished when I asked my question. I was aware that I was just involved in a tournament, killing off my brothers, killing off my siblings, or those that I grew with, rather. However, I had never felt any sort of passionate feelings towards them. It was easy for me to kill. Um, hmm. Actually, I think that's a good spot to stop in. He made Gaul the lead god. Lead god. And then next time, he's gonna go into each of their pocket dimensions, and they're each gonna teach him something. Before he's like, "Yo, I'm gonna twist what they said, and I'm gonna just start killing them." So we're gonna end it there. We'll be back tomorrow night, 8 p.m., 9 p.m. Like normal. Friday will be off like normal. Saturday we'll be back. Just further down the week, we're gonna be streaming every day this week except Friday. It's Friday. I just streamed for release day, so that's gonna be it from you, boy, for tonight, y'all. Hope everybody's staying safe. Stay home if you can, and we're gonna end it. We'll continue tomorrow night. Thank you everybody for stopping by, Mom, and anybody else who may be watching, lurking in the shadows or whatever. We are 11 followers away from becoming affiliated, so that would be really cool. And once again, shout outs to Joe and Evan Westman for following. And no sign up. Alright, button is ready. Alright, Playbase Phoenix signing off, yeah.